Hi, Life in 4G. I'm coming to you today to talk to you about Let It Go. I have been dealing with energy stealers as of late. Things that would cause me to lose focus, things that would actually take me in a different place or in a different mindset that would take my energies away from the things that I need to put them on so that I can finish the things that I have listed to do. So I'm wondering if it's just me in the world that goes through that. Then I realize, no, it's actually not. That everybody everywhere has things that can distract them from their focus, that can take their energy away and suck it away and use it for and they'll end up using it for something that they have no normal reason for using. It's like flushing energy down the drain. Perfect example, where sometimes I have people that ask me for advice and they don't take the advice that you ask them for. They just ask you for advice over and over again about every other thing in the world. And then when you give it to them, because I always give advice, because you ask me, I'm going to give you my opinion, or at least I used to. Until the day that I kind of started saying to people, just asking really poignant, really I would say guided questions that would have them to really answer the question for themselves before I asked them the question. First question before I answered any questions for them, the first question I would ask is, do you know that you are talking to me and asking me to give you an answer? Yes. Okay, so you know that my answer is going to be fully according to what I believe it's supposed to be. So if you don't want to hear my truth about your situation, then I suggest you not ask me for it. That, just in the beginning of do you really want to hear the answer that I'm going to give you, saves so much energy. It is unbelievable, because then people either say yes and they are primed in their mind to receive from me, or they say no because they really don't want to hear what I have to say. They want someone to agree with them, and that's not always what I do. There are times when I do agree with you, because if I agree, I agree. But if I disagree and I have another thought process behind it, then I'm going to give you that. Sometimes people are not ready to receive that. And because they're not ready to receive that, that's fine. They don't have to. But I don't have to be the one wasting my energy giving you that if that's not what you are trying to get from me. So if you really just want me to agree, then you need to start off saying that. At which point I'll say, yeah, you're right. And then we're both done. So energy suckers, I would say things that draw your energies away from where they need to be. Emails. And people's, just the day of just people interjecting their attitudes and because not their attitudes, but more like their aura on you, because we are spiritual beings, so we interact and we intertwine on so many different levels that we don't even realize sometimes the impact that our attitude has on the next person, or the impact of our thought process, or our lack of understanding. And if it's not lack of understanding, our overabundance of knowledge on the subject can impact another person. So in thinking of those things, really and truly, I had to keep telling myself, and I'm sure that you've had to kind of go through this, where you've hit a wall with a person and you're like, why am I even spending my energy on this? This is a waste of my time. And so because of those kinds of situations, I've come to the conclusion that the best thing to do is, when we come to a situation that is an energy sucker, that we do one very important thing. We tell ourselves, let it go. Let it go. And really and truly, don't keep doing the inside stuff, the whole talking under your subconscious mind about it, or talking in the back of your head about what's going on that you have supposedly let go. Because in doing so, you are still wasting energy. Energy that you could be using for projects, for fun times, for laughter, for meditation, for giving something productive to another person. And you're using your energy up with the internal dialogue that doesn't serve you or anyone else. In the end, also, there's a point of stating your piece or stating your mind when someone has said or done something to you that doesn't quite fit with the scheme of who you are. And then you have to positively respond if it's necessary, and then let it go. Because after you have stated your piece on the situation, let it go. It can't continuously be a thing where I can't believe she said. I had that happen to me, where a person actually is, I deal with that person on several different levels in several different places. And one of the places that I've chosen not to deal with this person is on social media, because they have so many other modes of contact that they already abuse. and I do mean abuse, that I just couldn't have another space where that person was encroaching. And because I didn't want that, and because I allowed it initially with the understanding that if you encroach, I'm going to remove you. And it ended up where I actually had to remove the person. And of course, when I removed them, I gave them this big explanation about, how I don't want you to take this personal. But this is not a mode of contact for you for that. We're friends and I want you to be my friend, but I'm not interested in all of the extra stuff that you have going on that you already contact me from on every other venue that you possibly can. You got enough platforms, you don't use this one. This one is off limits to you. And of course, then they were then questioning the kind of person that I was, because I decided to honor my own barriers. So after I said my piece to them, I ended up having to tell myself twice, maybe 3 times, okay, let it go. Because I think that what they said when they were trying to tell me that they were probably questioning my lifestyle, it was kind of like, no, you didn't. No, you did not. But then I had to say to myself, they're going through whatever they're going through, and what their opinion of me has nothing to do with who I actually am. So I can't spend my energy on their opinion of me. I know who I am, and I focus on me being the best me. So let it go. And I know sometimes we all get that and we all go through those moments. But in those moments, I'm encouraging you, when you have an energy sucker, recognize it as an energy sucker. Recognize that you are spending extra time on something that's not benefiting you or the person that you're spending time on or with. And in that moment, stop. And just realize that you are there, and then do yourself and the other person a favor and let it go. Because people will be who they are because that's who they are. And your opinion of them or your advice to them doesn't change who they are, especially if they're not listening to you. We can only affect change on another person when that person is actually open to hear. So, this one was a little bit of a longer video, and I do not necessarily apologize, but I really wanted to get the point across that there's a place for us to be where we actually are using our energy appropriately, and the places where we are using our energy inappropriately, we need to become better stewards of our time, our emotions, our energy, and our impact on the world, and let that other stuff go. Because it really doesn't impact the fullness of who we have to become. It's actually something that could stop us if we let it. because negative energy or energy suckers take away from the things that we must do in this world to live life in 4G. Life in 4G is living in God, living a life of giving, living a life of gratitude, and living unapologetically in your greatness. So, when you run up to energy suckers, do yourself a favor. Let it go. And if you like this video, please take a moment to like, to share it. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll find you on Facebook, or find me on Facebook and send me a friend request. Thanks so much.